As a procrastinator, as myself, I'm just going to give it to you guys straight. So, listen, the longer you wait to do something is the longer it's going to take to finish it. You're going to waste all this time when you could just go ahead and get it done on the spot and not have to worry about any consequences that may happen because you don't do it. Like, you're not going to stress about it and you're going to feel accomplished once you did this thing, because a lot of times people just go ahead and they quit doing what they are doing, and when you quit, you're just showing that you're weak in a way, because the easiest thing you can do is quit. The hardest thing you can do is try and see if you can have another outcome. Even if you fail, you can still say that you tried at the end of the day. A failure is just an attempt. It doesn't mean that that defines who you are as a person or who you're going to be in life. As long as you keep taking those attempts and learning from it, that's all that matters. So whether it is writing up a report, cleaning up your room, mowing the lawn, anything it might be that you keep throwing off, like, and you're not just like doing what you need to do, it's the more time you're going to waste and the more time you're going to get into things that you shouldn't do. Like, you might get into bad habits or take up your time with things that don't matter and that are not helping you with your, like expand your educational growth, like, help your knowledge or intellect, help you expand as a person, or just give you different tactics of how to deal with certain things in life. All right, so another way you can stop procrastinating is to realize that, you know what, if I just go ahead and do this thing that I've been putting off, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be relieved of any stress or anxiety because I did this thing. Not only am I going to feel accomplished, like I said earlier, but I know that I could do many other tasks because I just went ahead and relieved this stress. I feel like when it comes to the stress of life, the stress of life can eat you up and make you sick and almost kill you, or even it can. You know what? I'm not even going to lie. Stress can kill you. But if you overcome that stress and take all that hardship and put it into a different perspective of you working hard to get into a certain like end goal, then that's when everything switches up. Okay, once you change your perspective. I'm not saying that things aren't supposed to be hard, but if you keep just letting your fears and anxiety and all these things like control you, then you'll never be the person that you truly want to be. And you're always going to be stuck in that mindset, in that box. And the thing about life is that it's meant for you to take risk. Without risk, there's no rewards. If you knew everything that was going to happen every day in your life, would life be fun? No, because it's so predictable. It's nice to have something to look forward to every single day when you wake up in the morning, knowing that it could be a million and one possibilities. But you also have to take it with a grain of salt and not feel so worried about it and not feel like it's the end of the world because of like a temporary mishap. Just because something happened to you doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Like, I'm not saying you can't feel upset about it or cry about it, but if something happening to you that is minor is causing you to not want to do anything in your life and procrastinate, then you have to go and seek maybe even professional help, or just sit down with yourself and journal and think about all the things that are causing you to feel this way, and you just flip it around, honestly. Like, I don't know, you just gotta flip it to a different perspective, honestly. But I notice even for me, I'll be like stressing to do work and I'm not even reading what the assignment is about. I'm just stressing because I have to do it. I go and do the assignment. It's the easiest thing in the world. Like, sometimes you underestimate yourself when you know that there's a lot of pressure on what you have to do. But honestly, when you just take away the pressure from it and just realize that this is just another moment in time, that's when you don't feel so bad about it and don't feel so sad or depressed or even attach any emotions to it. You just know, hey, I have to clean my room. I have to do my work. I have to do this. It's just things that I have to do because I'm alive and I'm here. So you have to just put it into another perspective for sure. All right, so lastly, you have to try doing things in advance. I know you might be like, don't nobody want to do nothing in advance. Why are you asking me to do all that stuff? Honestly, it is worth it. It is worth it. Because when you do stuff in advance and you plan out your time just weeks in ahead, hours in ahead, you know what you have to do. and you have enough time to feel comfortable or procrastinate for a little bit, but you're still getting your work done bit by bit. I noticed that if I have an assignment, let's say that's due on like Wednesday or Thursday, if it is like Sunday, I'm gonna be like, okay, I know I'm gonna do my assignment by Wednesday so I can have it done and I don't have to worry about it, or at least keep starting it and doing piece by piece of it. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. Because I feel like you eat yourself up more with the fear of not accomplishing something to what you think you would have than to just going ahead and trying to do this thing. Okay. But seriously, planning things out in advance just really help you understand like more control in your life. And when you realize like how loose your schedule is and how much time you can be reallocating to bettering yourself or to focusing on your hobby or focusing on your craft, then literally you'll be able to control more things and more aspects around you, and you become more of the master of your own universe. But honestly, everybody has lazy times of their life when they don't feel like doing anything. Sometimes you do need a day off, a mental health break or two, to just, calm down. And especially in certain regions, like places like the United States, they don't really promote mental health. Yes, they promote you going to a therapist or a doctor or getting prescribed medication, but they don't provide you with the access to actually go out and explore things outside of having bills, outside of having societal pressures. You're always stuck in a perpetual cycle of having to go and make money, spend money, do all these things, and you don't actually get time, like 2 or 3 weeks off, to go enjoy the world and go learn new things and see new people and learn like about people who are different from yourself. So I think it's just really important just to step out of yourself and plan things in advance, definitely, so that you can fit in these days off while still getting your work done for sure. But I hope all my tips helped you guys, because honestly, I wish I knew some of this stuff before. But I'm not going to act like I don't procrastinate too, but you just have to like get into it. Like you can't be afraid of certain things, especially if it's like a big assignment, a big report, like anything that it is, you know that you can do it because you've done this a million times before. So what is it now? You know what I mean? But anyways, thank you again so much for watching. Don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you like this style of videos. If you don't, tell me. Just go ahead and tell me, like, how am I supposed to know what you want to see? If you want to see more videos from me, I upload a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But on Wednesdays, I do ASMR Wednesdays if you're into that. If you want to see me anywhere else, I upload on Instagram and TikTok, so you'd never miss a beat. Thank you again so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye.